Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm Noko. Today I'm going to show you how to get rid of tight shoulders. If this is your first time joining, please hit the subscribe button in the bottom right corner of the screen and check out the links below the description to learn more about what I do. I'm going to be using 2 blocks and also show you modifications just in case you don't have blocks. Let's start by warming up the shoulders, hands on the shoulders, and I'm going to make small circles. And then we try to make the circles larger and larger, making sure to move slowly so that you can notice any area that may be tight, stiff, or you may feel discomfort. If this happens, just slow down, take a deep breath, slowly exhale, and move slowly. We do not want to force anything. Reverse. Moving on, let's get on all fours. I'm going to spread the fingers wide and really pressing the fingertips into the mat to release kind of the pressure off the heels of the hands. Knees hip width apart. Inhaling, we drop the belly, release the tailbone, chest opens, cow. Exhaling, tucking the tailbone under, chin under, spreading the shoulder blades. Cat. Again, inhaling cat. Exhaling cat. One more like this. Option to continue that way or to go a bit further by tucking the toes under. We're going to hover with the knees, keeping the knees off the mat. Inhaling, we drop the belly, opening the chest cap. Exhaling, as we get into cat, we push the floor away, feeling the stretch in the spine. Inhaling cat. Exhaling cat. Inhaling cat. Exhaling cat. Back to center. Tucking the toes under, opening the knees a bit wider. Inhaling, dropping the belly. Inhaling, chest up. Cow. Exhaling, diving with the shoulders. Inhaling up. Exhaling, pressing the hips down. Reaching forward the arms, pressing the chest down. And again, inhaling up. Exhaling cat. Inhaling cat. Exhaling, we dive. So we're strengthening the shoulders. We try to tuck the elbows in. You don't have to go all the way down. And pushing up. Takes time to build strength. Exhaling, child. Reaching the arms forward. Pushing the chest down to go a bit deeper into the shoulders. One more. Inhaling up. Cow. Exhaling cat. Inhaling cat. Bow. Inhaling up. Exhaling child. From here, option to hold it right there or to go deeper by lifting the wrist off the mat, pressing the fingertips into the floor and really pushing the chest down. 3 breaths here. Big breath into the nose and out. Pressing the chest down. 2 more. And out. Inhaling. Exhaling. Let's press the hands down. Inhaling up on all fours. We're gonna slide the right hand on the left armpit. And here we're gonna keep both shoulders square. So you're gonna keep facing down at your mat. Reaching the left arm forward. Still facing down. And in this position, we stretch both shoulders. So my right arm is extended under my armpit. And I feel the stretch in the front of the shoulder. And the left arm extended forward, I feel the stretch in my shoulder blade. Couple more breaths. One more. Let's hold it here. Let's see if we can lean into the left side a little bit more. And center, coming up. Let's do a cat and cow. And inhaling cow. Exhaling cat. Inhaling center. Sliding the left hand under the right armpit. And instead of rolling to the side, we're going to keep facing straight. Pressing the left shoulder down. Crawling this right arm forward. See if you can press your right shoulder deeper into the mat. This time feeling the stretch in the front of the left shoulder and in the right side of the shoulder blades, or the right shoulder blades. Big breath in, one more. And out, pressing the right shoulder down. Reaching both arms forward, coming up. Let's sit up. And let's stretch the neck. So from here, pressing the left shoulder down, and you should feel the stretch right behind the ear. Right here. And depending on where you feel any stiffness, you can kind of play with the alignment of the head. So if I want to feel it further back, what I'm going to do is lean slightly further forward with my chin. Remember, we're dealing with the neck, so we don't need to put much pressure. What I do here, actually, I lengthen. I'm going to interlace my fingers and lengthen the back of the neck. Back to center, other side. Again, I like to feel the stretch in my shoulder, here between the shoulder, the trapeze muscles, and the back of the neck. And you can try to play with it by pressing the chin further down. Interlacing the fingers. Hands behind the neck, elbows forward. We're going to lengthen the neck. We don't want to compress the vertebrae. And applying gentle weight, gentle load. So we use the weight of the arms to lengthen the neck. Slowly releasing. And inhaling, opening. Exhaling as the heart center. Moving on. We're going to keep warming up and strengthening those shoulders by placing the forearms on the mat, fingers spreading wide. I'm going to use the block just to show you the concept. We want to keep the elbows about shoulder width apart. The tendency is to widen the elbows. So with the block, your elbows, you squeeze the block, your elbows going to remain aligned with your wrist. Extending the legs. Inhaling. Squeezing the block. Exhaling. Back. Squeeze the block. Inhaling center. Shoulders fall over the elbows. Exhaling back. Now the modification, you can have your knees on the mat. Inhaling. Exhaling back. Inhaling center. Exhaling back. Inhaling center. Exhaling. One more. And releasing the knees, releasing the block. Let's get all the way down. Right now my elbows are placed alongside the shoulders or aligned the shoulders. Pressing the top of the feet down, belly lifted. Inhaling, pressing the elbows down. Exhale. Inhaling, pressing the elbows down, maybe extending the elbows. One more like this. On all fours, The next one I'm going to show you without the block first and then with the block. I'm going to place my elbows underneath the shoulders, clasp the hands, and bring the arms back and hips back. And I feel the stretch right here in the shoulder blades. So your hands can also be on your shoulder blades. Don't worry too much about your hands. It's more about this movement of bringing the chest towards the floor and feeling the stretch in your shoulder blades. For those of you who want to go a bit deeper, do the same thing with the blocks. So on all fours, I'm going to place those blocks under my shoulders, elbows on the block. If you don't have blocks, you can use books. And from here, pressing the chest back, and you notice you have much more space to go down and deep into those shoulder blades. Three more breaths. Breathing into the nose. Breathing out. Breathing in, allowing your ribs to expand. Breathing out, bring the ribs back up. Again, breathing in and out. Slowly releasing. Cat and cow. Hold your cow. Hold your cat. And center. Okay, I'm showing you the next one, the modification first without the block. We start on all fours. Place the right arm under the shoulder, so right elbow under the right shoulder. And left hand in front, and we press back. Now with the blocks, same thing. Placing the blocks underneath the shoulders. I like a short distance. I want to make sure that my elbow and my wrist, not my hands, okay, I want the wrist to be supported. Here. And then bring my hips back. And I keep facing straight down. So with this one, I feel it not only in the back, but also in the front towards the armpit, front side of the armpit. Inhaling out. Other side with or without the block. Inhaling. Exhaling, hips back. I can definitely feel that this shoulder is a little bit tighter. And you can also experiment with your hips. So I have my hips really low. I can also scoop my elbow forward and my hips don't go as low. I feel it more towards the front of the armpit here. So try with your hips low, and then try to bring your hips up and scooping, sliding your elbow forward. Last breath in, last breath out. Slowly releasing. Let's open up the chest. Hands behind the hips. If your hands are not reaching, blocks, books, you can place them right here. And inhaling, we open the chest. I like to squeeze my shoulder blades. Option to gaze straight forward or up. Option to bring the hips up. And down. Okay, moving on. So for the next one, we're gonna Keep the knees bent. You can have your knees wide open, deep bent until the chest reaches the thighs. We're going to interlace our fingers behind our hips, dropping the head, and slowly releasing the wrist forward. Supporting the spine by pulling the belly up. 2 more breaths. Slowly releasing, walking the hands forward. Let's rest in a puppy stretch and then we'll do the same exercise again. So hips stacked over the knees. Just press the chest down. You can have the elbows bent or extend your elbows forward. Lifting the elbows off the floor, that's an option. Last breath. And up. Stack the toes under, feet wide, walking the hands back until the chest can rest on the thighs. And now we're going to interlace the fingers, but you're going to switch how you interlace your fingers. It's going to feel awkward because we always interlace the fingers the same way. Extending the elbows. So if your hands are not reaching, you can use a strap or a towel, a t-shirt, whatever you have. And don't be afraid to have a wide grip at first. Slowly releasing. Let's meet into a seated position or on your knees. You can always have 1 or 2 blocks to sit on. Okay, I like being on my knees, but you can be sitting on the floor, you can be sitting on the chair. Okay, this is the last one. We're gonna cross the elbows, right arm is on top, bend the elbows, and maybe that's how far you go. If you want to go further, we're gonna cross the wrist, palm of the hands together. So you may be right here, and that's how far you go. Or you can go further. Doesn't really matter, you have to start somewhere. And from here, if it's in your practice, to bring the elbows up and open the heart. Couple breaths here. And release. Switching side, left arm on top, bending the elbows, crossing the wrist, hands together, lifting up, and leaning back. And center. Let's roll the shoulders and stretch one last time. Other side. Let's place our hands to heart center. And before you go, please head to the comment below and let me know which exercise was most useful to you. And also what else you'd like me to show you, because at the end of the day, those videos are for you. So if there's something you'd like to see, let me know. Thank you for your time. From my heart to yours, with love, namaste.